Laynie and welcome to the channel. Sometimes I do this and I'm just like, what am I doing with my hands? I don't know. I hope your day is off to a fantastic start. It is so beautiful here today. It is just lovely. It makes my heart so happy. I've had 2 cups of coffee. I'm feeling great. If my makeup looks lived in, that's because it is. I usually do my makeup right before filming so it's super fresh. Not today. I ran a bunch of errands, so I'm looking a little crusty and dusty, okay? Ignore that. That is not what today's video is all about. I wanted to run through some recent skincare that I used up. I just did an empties video with all things beauty, makeup, hair care, body care, fragrance, but I wanted to save skincare for a separate video because otherwise it would have gotten way too long. That is what today's video is all about. I am a skincare fanatic, so if you enjoy that, make sure you click the subscribe button, join the fam, you won't regret it. And let's just get to talking about skincare, okay? It's like I feel like I've been using them for quite a while. So long that I can't remember what I was using before them. So it's been a minute. A face wash I wish I could say I loved because I was so excited about it. This is the Urban Hydration Nourish and Rehydrate Castor and Shea Face Wash. There's some things I really liked about it. The texture was really nice. It didn't make my skin feel stripped at all. I felt like it did a good job of breaking down makeup. So you're like, well, what's the problem? The kicker is, if this even slightly got into your eyeball upon washing, which is kind of hard to avoid because I gotta get off the eye makeup, it burned. Unlike any face cream I've ever used before. Like, it felt like you poured acid into your eyeballs. It hurt so bad. So, for that reason, I would not repurchase this. If they could do something to the formula to get rid of that, I would, because the feeling of it feels great. It's so creamy and luxe and rich. It literally burned like the Dickens when it got into your eyeballs, and that is not fun. This is the Good Molecule Pineapple Exfoliating Powder. This is my third bottle. Love this stuff. It's a staple in my shower. I don't use it all the time. Maybe twice a week, once to twice a week, because I don't want to over exfoliate. It is truly a thin powder. You shake it into your hand, add just a little bit of water, get it going just a little bit, and then it'll suds up on your face. Sometimes if I want a little more exfoliation, I use a little less water, a little more powder, because then I can kind of feel the granules in my trouble areas. But I think this does a really good job of smoothing the skin. When I'm starting to feel a little clunky and dunky in my pore area, this is my trouble area. I will use this twice in that week, and I feel like my skin feels so smooth afterwards. Really love this. Have repurchased, gonna repurchase, it's in my shower right now. Let's talk serums. I was so beyond thankful, grateful I guess is the word, that Pacifica decided to send me a little goodie box to try out some products. So this was gifted by Pacifica, which is a brand I already love, so that's fantastic. And this is their Vegan Collagen Complex Serum and their Glow Baby Booster Serum, glycolic acid and vitamin C. I actually really enjoyed both of these. Pacifica is known to have better ingredients, which I love, and also the price of Pacifica is pretty darn reasonable when it comes to skincare, because skincare can get so expensive. And I liked the vegan collagen one because it almost feels a little hydrating, but it's still quite thin and watery in consistency. Maybe a bit more milky is how I would describe it, because it is a creamy serum, but it doesn't feel heavy. Like I could put it on and my face cream and it never felt like too much. I could put this on in my sunscreen. It never felt like too much. I really did enjoy this serum. Do I know if this did anything really for my skin? I'm honestly not sure, but I did really enjoy the experience. And honestly, the experience for me is a huge part of my skincare routine and enjoyment. So I didn't purchase this, but I would. Then the Pacifica Glow Baby Glow one, this smells so good. It is very citrusy smelling, so it's like great in the morning because it like awakens your senses. It smells so good. It's quite thin, a little slippery, and honestly, I did feel like this really made my skin look brighter when I was using it, which I really enjoyed. And I don't know if this is in my head or not, but I do feel like my pores just looked a little snugger, a little more snatched, if you will. So for that, I will say I really did enjoy this. I liked the smell of it. I liked the feel of it on my skin. And I enjoyed the brightening effect, plus that little bit of pore shrinkage that I did notice. So I didn't purchase, but I would. One that I can say wasn't really a love. Like I didn't hate it. I don't have a reason to be like, I hate this, but I don't think I would get it again. This is the Garnier 3-in-1 Super Smoothing Serum Retinol Berry. I like that it's fragrance free. That's pretty cool. I will say I don't personally care if there's fragrance in my skincare. I think I would prefer it without, but I know for some that is a really big deal. So I think that was a smart idea. Texture of this is kind of almost how, imagine a silicone primer, kind of thick, smooth and thick, a little whipped like. I just don't feel like I noticed a huge difference in my skin using this, and the texture just wasn't my favorite. And I think that's mainly because I was comparing it to my The Ordinary Retinol Serum. I love that. I love the consistency. It's so thin and watery, and it doesn't feel heavy under anything I wear. This really is a more thick lotiony cream. So for me, it's not my ideal retinol consistency. I much prefer that thin formula like The Ordinary has. So for that reason, I wouldn't repurchase. I can't say this is bad or terrible. I got it on mega sale. I think it was like $5. That's why I decided to try it. So like for $5, you're probably not gonna lose out, you know? It might do a little something. But if I'm gonna go up to $10, I'm gonna pick up The Ordinary. Okay, I finally was like, just honestly, curiosity, you know, gets the best of me when I'm shopping. And I was like, I'm gonna pick up the Aldi skincare because I have heard people talk about it and say like they really love it. And I was like, what the heck? So I picked up their anti-wrinkle day cream with Q10 and their anti-wrinkle night cream Q10. If you are on a serious budget, honestly, these are not bad. I do feel like my skin looked hydrated. Some of my fine lines looked a little smoother. Like my skin felt nice. I would say for anybody on a really strict budget between doing no skincare or this skincare, I think it is worth picking these up. If I can spend a little bit more, I do prefer The Ordinary, and that one you're looking at like $10 to $20. So these I think were like $4 something. Very affordable. Like it is hard to find skincare that affordable. Honestly, I didn't mind these. I do feel like I dealt with clogged pores once in a while, but since I use so many things, I can't say for sure it was this, but I think there is a possibility because the texture of these almost kind of reminds me of, think like back to like ponds and things like that. So I could see for people with sensitive skin or acne prone skin, this could clog your pores. Again, I can't say for sure it was from this. If I had to pick between just one, I would definitely do the night cream. I feel like nighttime is the best time to really amp up your skincare routine, because if you go in with a good thick moisturizer overnight, you're going to be hydrated into the morning. You don't necessarily need a day product. I picked this up just for funsies. So if you are on a budget and you're like, but I really want to do skincare, go with the night cream. I do think you will notice a difference in your fine lines because it is an anti-wrinkle cream, so I think it's worth it. Another one I was sent in Influencer. This is the Clinique Smart Clinical Repair Lifting Face and Neck Cream. So this is a nice, like pretty thick cream. Probably something I would enjoy using the most in winter time. I don't dislike this at all, but I will say, for anything that claims to be lifting, I personally feel like you'd have to use it a solid year to know if it's actually going to tighten anything. I'm kind of a disbeliever in anything that claims to tighten. I feel like our bodies can sort of tighten some things on their own, but for the most part, tightening is just not something our skin likes to do. So I liked how it felt on an application. It didn't do any harm to my skin, but can I say like, oh wow, I'm so tight after using this? No. I wish it did, because I've got some areas I would really love to see super tightened, okay? I have struggled my entire adult life with wearing sunscreen, as I should, okay? I love the sun. I don't like to worry about being in the sun, and I'm really bad about applying sunscreen. Part of that is because I find a lot of sunscreen products feel too heavy, greasy on my skin, or don't wear well under products, and that is like a thing for me that I'm like, I guess I'll take the sun damage. I know that's terrible, but I'm just telling you the truth, okay? Then I decided to try the Kula Sun Silk Drops, and also it's blue screen technology. I really liked this. It is stupid expensive, I can't lie. Like, it is stupid expensive, but I did really like this. It is an extremely watery, again, milky consistency that never felt heavy or greasy at all on my skin. And this bottle, even though it was expensive, did last a very long time because I only needed a few drops to cover my entire face. I really liked this. I would actually consider repurchasing. I actually picked up a different one on the Ulta sale. I think it's also by Kula, but it's like this illuminating one. And honestly, I feel very illuminated. I do like it so far, but I would consider picking this one up again because again, it's silky under products. It never feels heavy, greasy, like it just doesn't really feel like I'm wearing a sunscreen. And when it comes to my face sunscreen, that is what I'm looking for. With my body, I don't care. It can be greasy, it can be heavy, but with my face, I don't like that feeling, especially on days when I'm wearing makeup. So I did really enjoy the Kula Sun Silk Drop. You guys, that is some skincare roundup over the last few months. Some loves, some okays, and some not so favorites. I always love trying skincare. It's like fragrance and skincare. Gotta try them all. Well, I should throw in foundation too. Fragrance, skincare, foundation. I gotta try them all. I'm obsessed. Those are my weaknesses, okay? I love trying skincare. So if you have any great skincare recommendations, you know I want to hear it. Leave that down below. I can't wait to see it. And that is all for today. So please, as always, try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah.